Hi, welcome to the social space. I am Eric Crossland. When I wear gray sweatpants, people cross the street, which is fine.
Okay.
Interesting.
Over there's Jackie Hager. Jackie, how you doing? You look great today. I like that blue.
Thank you.
You know?
It's good to be here.
Okay. You ready to get into the questions? No chit chat for Jackie.
No
today.
chit
Well,
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite guests. You know
Oh, okay.
that.
All right.
Yes.
To your left, one of my favorite hosts,
Oh,
Andrew Bell over there.
it's the first time I've ever heard you say that.
Top three.
Oh, okay.
Top three?
For sure.
Okay.
We're the top three of hosts for social space.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
And to my right, John Gillespie. How you doing, John?
Yay!
Hey, yeah, thanks for being here, John. Real quick, we have to thank our sponsors real quick. Oh, and also joining us, our band, one-man band, Anthony Ailey back there. Anthony, how you doing? You got a mic today.
I'm great today. Happy to be here.
All right, thanks, man. We got him a mic now.
That's good.
We had that mic.
I know. I loved
Last
the
week.
music. I loved the music
too.
last week. So thanks
Yeah,
for
a lot of
getting
people got
Anthony.
a lot of good feedback on that.
Yes.
All right, KAUZ News Channel 6. That's where we air 10:35 Sunday nights. Town Square Media, News Talk 1290. That's Saturday
Yes.
at 10 a.m. Listen along with Greg on the tractor.
Greg on
That's
the
audio
tractor.
version, and then Impact Signs at Falls Truck Center. Sean and Tanya Choate, our other partners out there. Okay, John. So for people who don't know you, this goes on the internet, so it goes out to the whole world. So people maybe not outside of Wichita County. Tell us a little about yourself and your background.
Sure. I grew up in Burke Burnett. I graduated in '92, went to A&M for undergrad, so I'm an Aggie. I went to law school at Baylor, did the corporate law thing in Dallas for 2 years, and then I moved back. Wichita County's my home, and I wanted to be back home, and I went to work at the DA's office in 2001, and I've been a prosecutor for most of my career.
Awesome. Sick and Bears, by the way.
I know.
Wake up.
Giga Maggies.
Yeah, Giga Maggies.
So you said one word in that description that I love the most about you is prosecutor. And the reason we're hosting you today is because we're going into the month of April, and April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. So it made sense for us to have you as our first guest because, John, it's one of my favorite things about you being the district attorney is your passion to fight for children. Mm-hmm. Why do you have that passion, and what does it mean for you?
I think it just started early in my career when I would do child sexual abuse cases, and I would wind up with these kids that who were victimized. They'd been victims of unspeakable abuse, and they never had anybody advocate for them. They'd never had anyone to be a voice for them, and to be a voice for those who couldn't speak up for themselves, who may not have had parents or anyone speak up for them. To do that is one of the highest privileges and honors as that I've had as a prosecutor. So that's really where my heart is helping the most vulnerable and being a voice for the most vulnerable.
How have you handled the caseload with the pandemic and everything has kind of been backlogged a bit? You were telling us y'all are starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel, but how has that affected those child abuse cases?
It's been really hard. We're blessed. We received a grant, and the commissioners worked with us and made a full-time position for victim assistance coordinator.
Good.
We have a phenomenal victim assistance coordinator, and she's kept in contact with those families. You can imagine how hard it is
Yes.
for victims to have
Yes.
to wait 16 months while the courts were shut down.
Totally.
And
Yeah.
so that was a big anxiety that we had. The courts reopened in August. Since August, we've had 4 life sentences, major life sentences from jury trials.
Wow.
So our judges and juries in Wichita County are very tough on child offenders, and those who harm kids, they get locked up. So that has really helped us move quite a few cases, with dispositions. And it also, it's hard to see kids have to testify and go through the court
gosh.
system. So we try to make it as comfortable for them as we possibly can.
Yeah.
You know, John, I have 3 little girls and just can't imagine anybody, hurting them or doing anything like that. But if you, what are the steps to go through if you suspect things or anything like that?
First, I think it's wise for parents to have good communication with their kids. No secrets. That's one of the things we see. These offenders, they're predators, and they they manipulate kids. They have secrets with kids. They form these types of relationships. Secondly, the stranger danger happens, but it's a tiny percentage of our cases. Most of our cases, the child knows their perpetrator. It's well over 90% where it's mom's boyfriend or a cousin or an uncle. And so be on the lookout. These offenders are very opportunistic. I've had multiple cases where they'll perp a child with somebody else in the other room or in the house. It's the amount of control and manipulation they have. It also gives them an alibi. And so be on the lookout for that. And then also, if you have a feeling in your gut that something's wrong, follow up on that. I've had cases where, we had one case where this girl was sitting on a man's lap and his friend didn't think it was right and he warned the mom. The mom talked to the girl and this long-standing abuse came out at that point, but he just knew something was wrong and he had the courage to speak up, which is a difficult thing to do, but he saved two kids from that situation.
Well, you would look at that and think, what if I'm wrong? But I think more importantly, what if you're right?
Exactly.
So, we read about these cases in the newspaper and on the news, and so I'm so proud of the job that you're doing in the DA's office. So keep doing that.
Oh, thank you. We've got a great team up there.
Yeah. And I guess the last question I have is, from the public's perception, what do we do just to help with child abuse from that perspective?
So, supporting Patsy's House is a wonderful organization. You're going to have another wonderful organization, someone from the different partnerships that help children, that help abuse. Supporting those is a great thing, a great thing in our community. Believing children when this happens,
Just believing them?
But believing them. That it's not that there aren't false allegations of abuse. There are, but they're exceedingly rare. Children do not make up this type of abuse typically, and so believing them, having the courage to believe that this happens, even in our wonderful community.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, gosh, John, thanks for being here and talking. This is a hard subject to talk about a little bit, and this a different kind of show for us today because coming up after John, we're going to have Crystal Flinn here, and she's the Hopes Coordinator. I'm going to let her tell you what that stands for. Okay. That's for the North Texas Area United Way, I'm assuming, right? And we're looking forward to her. And John, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I love being here,
you.
Jackie. I love you, and
Love you
so
too.
fun to be with your team.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we'll be right back after this.
Four incredible radio stations. That's who we are. We are Town Square Media, and we bring the best of radio to the North Texas area. Wake up early with News Talk 1290. That's us. How about Kelly Raspberry on 92.9 NIN? Yep, that's us. Bringing you the best of country with 102.3 The Bull. That's us. And rocking it all day long with 106.3 The Buzz. That's us. We are Town Square Media, and we're proud to be a sponsor of the Social Space.
Taking the show to a whole new level. Anthony Ailey over there. Real quick, Anthony, what's your email address so people can book you?
It's my last name, Ailey, then Anthony, the number 8 at gmail.com.
All right, and you're at OG Cellars at the whole every Friday, right?
Yes, sir. Every Friday, 7 to 10. And then this Saturday, I'll be in OKC, Bricktown, Put a Cork in It Winery.
The Saturday coming, the very next one coming up. Okay, if you're seeing this on Friday on the internet, you can go. If you're seeing it Sunday night, you missed him. All right, thanks. All right, Jackie's still over there, Andrew over there, I'm Eric over here. Joining us from the North Texas Area United Way, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
Crystal Flinn.
yeah.
I didn't see if it's not written up there, Crystal. I don't know. Crystal, tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about what HOPES is, what it stands for.
I work with the North Texas Area United Way under the HOPES program that stands for Healthy Outcomes Through Prevention and Early Support. Our goal is to, like John Gillespie just talked about, the child abuse, what he does after the abuse happens. Our goal is to prevent child abuse. So under the HOPES grant, we're funded to prevent families from having involvement with CPS or law enforcement. So we really work with trying to strengthen the families in our community so that we can catch them kind of upstream, before they fall into the rapids and have to be pulled out. And we have parents and children and the community, kind of experiencing that trauma of falling into the stream. So we do a lot of work with families to get them the basic needs they may need, so they can provide for their kids. Also, one-on-one family coaching. We have a fatherhood engagement program that has a program specialized for dads. How can they get back involved with families maybe that they stepped away from for whatever reason, or how to stay involved when things get difficult with that partner, to keep the kids healthy. The whole goal is to keep the family intact and the kids healthy. So that's our goal. That's what everything we're doing is towards keeping families together and healthy in our community.
That's
Wow.
awesome. Crystal, tell us about the active members of the CAP committee.
So the CAP committee I'm a part of, we are the Texoma Child Abuse Prevention Committee, and we're made up of workers from all different agencies in town that work with children that are at risk or that are already in the foster care system. We have representatives from CASA, from Campfire, from the Children's Aid Society, also from To Engage, from just there's a lot to name. Our most active, of course, are CASA and the Children's Aid Society, some of the Mosaic Counseling, Starry Counseling. So we get together and we plan events, and we get together and we come to the art walk. And our goal is to kind of twofold. One is so that the staff are known. If your child does, if a family does have a child that has to go to the children's home, the Children's Aid Society, if they've already seen that staff out in public, it's a lot easier for them to work with that organization to make the changes in their household to maybe bring the children home or bring the children to a kinship placement, so that can be as smooth as possible. And so we want to get out there, get our faces out there, let the community know, we're here to help you, whatever stage you're in, we're here to help you. And then secondly, we want to, of course, all prevent child abuse and the, being involved with those agencies. So we do that with providing activity packs for families, positive activities they can do together, just all kinds of things. We want to get as much good in the hands of families as possible so they can interact and be healthy.
Yeah.
Well, if you just joined us, we're going into the month of April, which is National Child Prevention Awareness Month. So I would imagine you guys have lots of events going on in April, or what's coming up?
We do. The big overlying thing is to try to turn the town blue. COVID put a halt to a lot of action. So we're trying this year to just turn it blue for that awareness. That's why I have blue hair now. Well, I tried for blue. So, so I'm trying to encourage everyone, just go blue. You can just tie a blue ribbon around the tree in front of your house.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And we have some of the schools will have some blue showing with some education in the schools about child abuse prevention and, speaking out when things happen.
Sure.
Also, starting April 1st, we have a big kickoff event. We'll have the Walk of Knowledge at CASA. The Walk of Knowledge is where we set up a pair of shoes for every confirmed victim in Wichita County from last year. So for last year, there were 565 confirmed victims in Wichita County. That comes from 361 confirmed cases. So of 361 cases, 565 children within those cases were confirmed to be abuse or neglect.
Okay, let's just stop there for a second. That's just huge.
Yeah.
So you'll have a pair of shoes out there for every one of those cases.
Yeah, so for every child. So we'll have 565 pairs of shoes. Wow. We'll also have a small memorial for the two deaths that we had in Wichita County. There was a male and a female, one was 1 year old and one was under a year old. That's kind of a downer, but that realization, it is a downer, but it lets us know why prevention and involvement is so important. And then we'll also have some signs up with other statistics. So that's the Walk of Knowledge, and the CAPS group has been doing that for years. They've done it at MSU and the health department, different places.
Okay.
Of course, COVID, put a stop to that. So this is our first year back with the Walk of Knowledge. We'll also, on April 1st at CASA, we'll have the Wichita Falls ISD food truck. So you can come by and, get a Western burger and, get some facts and, make some networking. And so we're hoping to do that. And then we'll be getting the city and the county proclamation that next week so that we
Good.
can claim April to be Child Abuse Prevention Month and what can we do as a community. On the 7th, we'll be at the Art Walk, April 7th, so you can look for our booth there. Then we have a big event on April 23rd. We have the Party for Prevention that we've put together. It will be in front of Stone Oven, down by, just down from the courthouse. So we'll have the street blocked off, and we're going to have over 25 different booths from local organizations, local businesses, who will have, information, but also games for families to play together.
Cool.
And we'll have some bounce houses, just a free time for families to come out and have a positive experience together and see what supports in the community for them.
Now that's on Saturday, April 23rd.
Yes, ma'am, from 11 to 3.
That's a great spot. They've
That-
been doing a lot of things
Yeah.
in Stone
Yes.
Oven a lot lately.
And we
About
will
8,
also have
7.
the Walk of Knowledge set up in front of the courthouse. So people that want to experience that, it'll be, down from the party.
Right.
And we'll have some door prizes. We've had some sponsors donate some pretty fun things. So when you come in and register, and then once a family comes and does some activities, they can get free pizza from Stone Oven. The Early Childhood Coalition had some grant money, and we are using that for the free pizza.
That's some dang good
So
pizza
really,
too.
yeah, I know. I was like, how many activities do I have to do to get free pizza?
Hey, I'll tell you how you can feed your kids twice that day.
Okay.
Right?
If you're under 6, you can feed them for free the pancake feed that morning. And then you can mosey over your way.
That's right. I saw they
And then-
rescheduled. So I'm like,
Yeah.
have your
Back.
pancake and
It's
then
working out
pizza.
good.
Yeah.
Hey, we're running a little short on time. Crystal, real quick, how can people donate? How can they?
They can get more information. We're still taking sponsors and things for the Party for Prevention. So if you want to donate towards that or towards any of the causes for the organizations within, you can contact me, 940-704-4958. That's my work cell all the time. I also answer the parent talk line for parents that are having problems getting connections in the community, or if they need help with just parenting skills or how to get help for themselves. And that's going to be the same phone number that they can reach out to.
Awesome. Well, that's just such good work you guys are doing down
Yeah.
there. Appreciate it. So you guys go to that event
Yeah.
and go out there and interact with Crystal and her fellow workers out there. And also, like you said, Jackie, the Pancake Festival. Let's do
Yes.
that. In the third segment, let's play a little short video about the Pancake Festival.
do it.
From, I think this video is from 2019, just that Ben and I made over at the city.
Yeah,
just to
because
get the word out, because people
That's
need to know the
true.
Pancake Festival.
People don't think of April as being the pancake feed. It's
Yeah.
always January. So we want to, retrain your minds. It's going to happen on the 23rd.
That's right.
Yeah,
the
I'm
Pancake
excited.
Feed is going to happen.
Sorry, I think it's called the Pancake Festival.
I love it that you say. I picture a bunch of troughs and we're all just
No,
out there.
They will feed you pancakes.
I think we should all go flip pancakes and then we'll come play with you
That's
for a
right.
couple of
Come on
hours.
over. Come on
I'll-
over.
Yes.
I'll definitely try to stop by and see you guys out there. All right. Well, like I said, in the next segment, we're going to see a little bit of video about the Pancake Festival. Jackie's got to get out to Altus, Oklahoma to see
right.
clients. Also want to thank John Gillespie for being out
Yes.
here. And, of course, Anthony Ailey for playing us out. We'll see you next week. Thanks.
Summer always seems like it'll last forever. Until it doesn't. Yeah, I guess it's that time of year again. Don't be caught off guard. Get ahead of the problem. Let James Lane make sure your unit's ready for 90 one day and 30 the next. Be ready for anything and everything with James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing. When you need us, we're there.
2 of the top-selling vehicles at 4 Stars Auto Ranch stay on the wish list consistently. Because time we unload and deliver one Traverse, we get another customer wanting a different color, accessories, or features, and the same goes with a more popular than ever 2022 Tahoe that can be specially ordered today. Oh, and that Traverse we spoke of earlier, it comes with 0% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. Find the new roads. I made the switch. You need to switch too.
Experience commitment here at 4 Stars Auto.
Hey, can I help you? Actually, yeah. I'm sorry, who are you? I'm you. From the future. Why are you covered in dirt? Ugh. Did you do that to my yard? Look, I can control what time I go to, just not quite where I land. You couldn't have aimed for the sidewalk? You're gonna move soon anyways, it's not that big of a deal. What? Look, we can't talk here. Follow me. Listen, I came here to tell you 3 things, and these 3 things are gonna get us through the next 30 years of our lives. So listen close. Number 1, invent a website called Facebook. Facebook? We've had that for like 15 years. Oh, dang it. I have to go back further for that one. Okay, number 2, do not invest in potato brick. Potato brick? I know, it's gonna break our husband's heart, but don't do it. Number 3, and this is the most important of all, open up a Benjamin Builder account. Benjamin Builder, like investments? Look, we're paying for daycare. We just bought a minivan. Don't you have to have a lot of money in savings before you start to invest? Not at all. Just listen. Okay, for example, let's take a look at age 25 versus age 35. A 10-year difference might not seem like a lot, but hear me out. Each month, your 25-year-old self sets aside $500 for retirement. Assuming we are working with an 8% annual rate of return, by age 65, you would have an estimated $1,745,000 at retirement. Let's take the same numbers and apply it to your 35-year-old self. You set aside the same $500 and continue this each month until you retire. Even though you set aside the same amount, but just 10 years later, you would only have $745,000 in retirement. What a difference 10 years makes, right? The Benjamin Builder account is designed to start you at any age with any amount. The important thing is you start small and you start right now. It's that easy.
Sinead, hun, you out here?
She'll be right there! Okay, I gotta go. Just remember those 3 things, especially the last one. Wait, can you tell me one more thing?
Hun?
When do the Cowboys win the next Super Bowl?
Sydney, hun, you out here? Ow.
What? Are you serious? Yeah, surprise us all. Just remember, Benjamin Builder. Okay, got it.
What are you doing up here?
You're never gonna believe this. I was just talking to my future self.
Yeah, me too.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, he just showed up, started giving me all this advice. Yeah. Sounds like we got a little bit of planning to do.
Benjamin Builder.
No. 2 words. Potato brick.
Yeah, so I'm a finalist for the Remodeler's Advantage Impact Award. Do I deserve it? Well, deserve is a strong word. Yes.
Axis Construction, how can I help you? I'm sorry, he's currently in a meeting right now. Can I take a message?
Yeah, we've got a great team. I love everybody here. I'd like to give them freedom to do their best work and space. I like to encourage and support them so that they can do everything that they want to do.
Working with Jeremy has been, you want me to say a word or just, he's creative, tall, courageous, and bold. Jeremy is ambitious, a very tall leader. What's that say?
This is like kind of out of my comfort zone. Y'all probably didn't catch any of this.
We're rolling.
Oh, I can't read that one.
Yeah, I'm humble. I'm like the most humble guy I know. Anybody wants to argue with me, they're wrong.
Humble.
He's a thoughtful boss, lets us get our work done, gives us our space, little distractions.
Johnny, that really hurt.
To get the best work done in a day, I need complete silence and no distractions. And sometimes that could be difficult working around Jeremy. Other than that, I love it.
Yeah. RA, on a serious note, thank you so much for nominating me as an Impact Award finalist. To my friends at Velocity, you challenge and encourage me, and I appreciate you more than you know. And to our team at Axis Construction, you inspire me to be better every day. Thank you.